everyone! Wow, this is now part 12 of my series about great sounding albums that I would recommend to audiophiles. I want to invite you again to subscribe if you like hi-fi music, especially if you are a budding audiophile and new to this hobby. If you are a veteran audiophile, I would also appreciate your thoughts and recommendations on this topic. The artists and bands featured on this video have some powerful messages on their songs, and they were able to deliver it through great sounding albums. Some of these albums are popular among audiophiles, but some of them might have flown under the radar, and I want to introduce or reintroduce them to you. Here we go in no particular order. First is The Downward Spiral by 9 Inch Nails. This is the second studio album by the American band 9 Inch Nails, released on March 1994, and is the band's best-known work. Trent Reznor, lead vocalist and primary songwriter of the band, moved to the house that is the site of the 1969 murder by members of the Manson family and transformed the house into a studio for recording the EP Broken and subsequently The Downward Spiral. The Downward Spiral has been regarded by music critics and listeners as one of the greatest and most influential albums of the 1990s. It is number 201 on the Rolling Stones 500 Greatest Albums list of all time in 2012. But I have to say the music here expresses deep rage. It's abrasive and has dark themes, so it's not for everyone. It is said that the innovative production techniques used across the album are still mimicked to this day. Because of its high-quality recording and immersive sound, this album has been reissued multiple times as deluxe edition in vinyl and SACD. The drums on the track Piggy is solid, and the instrumentation on the track Closer sounds terrific on good stereo system. My favorite is Hurt, which Johnny Cash covered on his 2002 album American 4. Next is Monin by Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers. This is a landmark jazz album recorded in October 1958 at Van Gelder Studio in New Jersey and first released on the same year by Blue Note Records. The CD I have was released in 1999. The LP was supposed to be self-titled, but the big success of its opening track, Monin, composed by pianist Bobby Timmons, led to the album adopting that as the album title and became the greatest hit of Art Blakey's long career. Monin is one of the most influential and important hard bop albums due to its outstanding compositions, arrangements, and extremely high quality of the personnel. It also has to be said that trumpeter Lee Morgan, who was featured on one of my videos, just 20 years old at the time of the recording, was also on fire with his inventive and melodic improvisation on this album. Legendary hard bop drummer Art Blakey may have an extensive discography, but this album is regarded by most jazz aficionados as his finest. The sound of the instruments on this album is fabulous and a good hi-fi system. My favorite, of course, is the opening track, Monin. Next is I Can Only Be Me by Eva Cassidy with the London Symphony Orchestra. This is a posthumous album by Eva Cassidy, released on March 2023, and is a collaboration between Bleak Street Records and the London Symphony Orchestra. The first three songs are from Songbird, released posthumously in 1998, and audio restoration technology developed by filmmaker Peter Jackson was used to strip Cassidy's voice from her original recordings, and the orchestrations were produced by the London Symphony Orchestra in 2021. Eva Cassidy was an effortless singer and master of multiple musical genres. Although she has loyal following in Washington, D.C. area, it can be said that Eva Cassidy's talents and music has been appreciated more after her passing in 1996 when she came to the attention of audiences from England and Ireland. After she passed, Eva's music had amassed more than 12 million LPs worldwide. London Symphony Orchestra's musicians play with restraint, never dominating any of the orchestrations. My favorite song is Eva's rendition of Christine McVie's Songbird.
For you, the sun will be shining, 'cause I feel that when I'm with you.
Next is Ghosteen by Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. This is the 17th studio album by the Australian rock band Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, released on October 2019. I am captivated by the fairy tale landscape illustration of its cover. This band is described as one of the most original and celebrated bands of the post-punk and alternative rock eras. This double album is the first album that Nick Cave has written and recorded since the death of his son in 2015. Critics say this album is perhaps the most beautiful set of songs that Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds have ever recorded, and that this album is a warmer sibling to their previous album, Skeleton Tree from 2016. To be honest, I only have this CD by this band in my collection, and I still have to explore more of their albums. But I can say I love Nick Cave's voice. It's so rich and expressive, which makes you feel his desperation and grief. It is brooding, atmospheric, and has suspenseful music. I love the slow blending of strings and synths on the 12-minute title track, Ghosteen.
This world is beautiful, held within its stars. I keep it in my heart.
And last but not the least is The Raven by Rebecca Pidgeon. This is the recording debut of actress and singer-songwriter Rebecca Pidgeon, originally released in 1994. She would go on to release 3 more albums with Chesky, but it was The Raven that made her popular in the audiophile community. The Raven became an audiophile classic because of the combination of Pidgeon's crystalline voice and Chesky's high-fidelity recording techniques. Rebecca's lovely and delicate voice is very nicely captured in a wide soundstage. This studio recording has this light and airy music that is perfectly suited for Chesky's high-resolution technology production technique. Rebecca's voice carries the album with minimal yet very effective string instrumentation. Her accompaniments, piano, guitar, bass, light percussion, and backing vocalists are beautifully balanced into the mix. The standout for me is her cover of Phil Spector's Spanish Harlem.
She is a special one. She's never seen the sun. She only comes out when the moon is on the run and all the stars are gleaming.
And that's the 5 CDs of hi-fi albums that I would recommend to audiophiles for this video. I hope you will enjoy this selection as much as I enjoyed listening to them. Let me know your thoughts if you have already listened to these albums. I have a lot more hi-fi albums for audiophiles that I will share, so please subscribe. Happy listening.